Any company, to be a strong company in today's world, has to have strong technology. And to have strong technology, I believe you have to be in the cloud. And for sure, to be a data analytics company, you have to have really strong technology. So first, Equifax is 125 years old, which is really quite remarkable. We started in Atlanta 126 years ago in 2025. And our core business is really providing data and analytics to banks, financial institutions, telcos, insurers, retailers to use in decisioning around identity, around credit offerings, around income validation, all elements that are used in decisioning. So we think about ourselves as a global data analytics technology company. Global is a big part of Equifax. We've been global for many, many years. Of course, we started in the United States. Most of our revenue's in the US, but almost 25% is outside the US. So we operate in 24 markets outside the United States. We're in almost a dozen, actually 12 markets in Latin America. Latin America is now our largest region globally from a revenue standpoint. And Dominican Republic is a very important market for us. We came to Dominican 3 years ago. We wanted to come here for many, many years, almost a decade. We watched to find a way to come into this fast-growing market, and we acquired Data Credito 3 years ago, and now it's a part of the Equifax global family. Having all the presence we have around the globe allows us to take a product we generate in one market and move it to all 25. So that's a real important part of being global. For Dominican Republic, it's a fast-growing market. There's a fast-growing unbanked population moving into the middle class, and it's an area that we see all across Latin America. Really fast growth of the consumer, fast growth of consumers into the formal banking environment, and our data helps deliver that access. In Dominican here in the last 3 years, we've helped almost 1 million consumers that were unbanked move into the formal financial environment being banked. And last year alone, it was almost 465,000 consumers, which in 11 million population, over 3 years, almost 10% of the population, through the use of Equifax's data, has moved into the formal banking environment. So we had 40 data centers around the globe. When we're complete, we'll have 0, and we'll move to a fully cloud environment. And what cloud delivers is always on stability. And if you're a financial institution today, here in Dominican Republic or anywhere around the globe, many of your transactions are begun digitally with your consumers and your small businesses. What that requires is a company like Equifax to be always on. We can never have outages. And the cloud delivers that 9 nines of stability are always on. Second, in a digital macro, is the speed of data transmission. If you're applying for a credit card or an auto loan or a personal loan, and it's a slow response with the financial institution, because remember, every time a consumer applies or a small business applies digitally to the bank or financial institution or retailer, they then come to Equifax. And then we deliver back that score, that model, that decisioning, and then they go back to the consumer. So that speed of data transmission is really critical. The cloud allows us to do it in milliseconds, so very, very quickly. It also allows us to onboard more data. And at the heart of a company like Equifax is the unique data assets we have, whether it's the credit file, other alternative data assets, income data, identity data, but being able to put that all together to deliver in milliseconds a decision to a financial institution is super critical. And then security. I think we all know how important cybersecurity, managing cybersecurity is in today's environment. The threat actors are very aggressive. They're very sophisticated. In many cases, they're nation states. China, Iraq, Iran, Russia are the kind of countries that are trying to steal data from global companies like Equifax. And the cloud allows us to have a very sophisticated cybersecurity environment, so no one can get in and take that very important consumer or small business data. It's all protected. And many of the products that are more successful are those that are focused on the unbanked population moving into the banked population that require alternative data. And we have a purpose at Equifax of helping people live their financial best. And we believe one of the things we can do is help educate people about what credit is educate consumers and small businesses about what a credit score is and how to improve it, but then really leverage our scale to have more data assets so we can get more information on that consumer that may not have a bank product, but may have other products, like they may pay their rent every month. They pay their telco bill for their cell phone every month. Those are all trade lines that we can add together to really provide that financial access for unbanked consumers. You know, I'm a big believer, I said it earlier, that technology is so important. I think in any business, whether you're in manufacturing, in banking, in retail, or pick it, hospitality, technology is critical. So I think that's really important. That's always been a big part of my focus, which is why we committed so strongly to making this big investment in technology here in Dominican Republic and around the globe to be the only cloud-native data analytics company. I think customers is super important. I think really being close to your customers. I lead from the field. I'm here in Santo Domingo for the next couple days. More than half of my day time while I'm here will be meeting with customers, really reinforcing the partnership we have with them. How can we help them grow, listening to your customers. So that's a big part of my leadership, is to lead from the field and also lead with customers. Another one is around the team. When you think about the assets a big company has, we have technology, we have data, we have products, we have global presence in 25 markets. Our people is our most important asset. So we talk about one team, one Equifax, but the team we have here in Dominican Republic and the team we have around the globe, the 15,000 associates we have, that's our most important asset. So I spend a lot of time with our team, but that transparency in connection to a strategy is a big part of my leadership traits. The last one would be surround yourself with great people. You know, because that's your most important asset, you always want to make sure you have the very best talent, on your team, and we have that here in Dominican.